carries it over the line. Hands to Middlestadt. His pass to the middle. Here's Zadorov. Arvidsson shoots, and it's kicked out by Sorokin. But Arvidsson couldn't scoop it up. Flip back out. Peak brings it back in. Drop to Lindholm, shoots, and he snapped it wide. Isles race the other way. It's Drouin. Drop. Horvat shoots. He scores. After a dominant opening shift by the Bruins, it's the Islanders who take a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, and that opening shift was dominated because of a nice play and a breakout. And they had all kinds of offensive zone time. Hampus Lindholm, he tries to go high blocker, and if you're that defenseman, you're that fourth layer, if you don't hit the net there and you got the Islanders beat up ice, you know what's going to happen. Islanders going to get possession on that carom, and they're going to have numbers going in the opposite direction. That's exactly what happens. Little drop pass with Bo Horvat.
Warren. D'Angelo. That long shot steered aside by Korpisalo. Enters the zone to Claire, centered. And Korpisalo had to be alert. Horvat. Out of Palmieri. Mayfield. Schaefer. Whack to the corner. Barzal across. They score. Korpisalo complaining about something out in front, but that cross-ice pass a bullet. And Kyle Palmieri on the delayed penalty makes it 2-0.
He's tough to handle one-on-one. You get a stick in a bad spot, you're going to get a bunch of tripping penalties. The Bruins trying to defend, trying to take away the most dangerous player, but Palmieri gets on that back post. Takes a perfect seam pass from Barzal.
Here's Yoki Hardy, who scoops it up around to the far side. This doesn't get out. Fired by Heineman. Korpisalo to save. The rebound. Backdoor Drouin. If that puck settled, it's 3-0. Steals in the corner. Ahead come the Bruins 3-on-2. Here's Zacha. Fires. Blocker to side by Sorokin. Jeannot had lost his stick and then lost his footing. Barzal attacks. Spins. Schaefer. Shoots. Korpisalo to save. There's a rebound available. It's in the blue paint, and Korpisalo sitting down covers it up.
Had a little tumble over along the wall. He was up the ice, killing some of this power play for the Islanders. And then Schaefer recognizing that he's got a lane to the net, a purposeful wrist shot, looking for Palmieri on the redirect or a rebound. He got the rebound. Horvat tried to close on it.
And now here's Arvidsson to Middlestadt. Carries in, shoots. Sorokin made that stop, had to extend.
It's a nice little regroup in the neutral zone. Good pass by Arvidsson, but you don't have numbers. Try to use the defenseman. Schaefer has
caught by Middlestadt. Lindholm. Pasternak fires. Fought off by Sorokin. That was a blast, and it's cleared. McAvoy taken down by Palmieri. Bruins enter. Set up. Geekie. Lindholm. Geekie to McAvoy. Now Pasternak. Zacha centered. They score! Elias Lindholm sizzled one by the blocker. A big power play goal by the Bruins. They trail the Isles 2-1.
The Bruins lost the puck battle. It gets out into the neutral zone, but you got to like the quick re-entry. And now you have possession. You create the 2-on-1s with that triangle overload on that side of the ice. You can see where Lindholm starts. He starts towards the blue paint. He rotates out into the scoring area for the one-timer.
Grabbed by Husnudinov. He'll knife his way in. Pasternak. Up top, a nifty pass to Peak. Hampus Lindholm across Pasternak. He scores! That's 397 goals for David Pasternak, and that one ties the game at 2.
Neutral zone for a hand pass of sorts, but the Bruins end up with possession. They make a number of good plays through center ice to get it into the offensive zone. Hampus Lindholm takes that good hot pass from his partner. Self shot the whole way. The seam pass opens up for Pasternak, and when he gets it, he doesn't just forward one-time it. There's a good play right here by Pasternak, creating that 2-on-1. Peak finds his partner, Lindholm. And then there's that little...
Now Yoki Hardy. Up the middle, Kastelik all by himself. Sorokin the save. In the corner, Kaslik frees his puck, rimmed around by Corrali. Good hustle by Zadorov, keeps it in. Corrali. Kaslik jumps by Pajot. Zadorov. Across. McAvoy. Corrali. Zadorov. Open is McAvoy. They score! The Bruins have come roaring back here in the second period. Mikey Eyssimont gets his stick in there.
And the Bruins keep possession, and they're on the move. Love the exchange out high between Zadorov, the little switch between he and McAvoy. The Islanders get lost in that man-on-man coverage out high. The Bruins, we talked about executing, making passes.
Off the back glass, Corrali bumps off a check. McAvoy fires, Sorokin the save, rebound available, chopped into the slot. Trying to get back into the win column and make it wins in 2 of their last 3. Look out here, Horvat shoots, Korpisalo the save, and the follow-up over at the far post when they needed it most.
Well, they were having a discussion at ice level as to whether the Bruins are going to be guilty of a penalty here. It's a well-executed play on the rush by the Islanders. Ends up with Horvat on that little touch pass, able to skate in on a breakaway. Big right pad stop.
Number 27, 4-minute double minor for high school.
1 minute remaining in the second period. 1 minute.
Sent out in front. Korpisalo fought off that offering from Lee. Here's Duclair to the bumper. Korpisalo slides left to right. Will head in with a 1-goal lead.
Yeah, 2 big stops in this sequence here. Anders Lee in the slot. He can score from there.
Pulling it back. Palmieri, Drouin, Schaefer. Barzal across. It's sent wide. It was there for Palmieri. Bruins send it up the middle. Don't get it out. Stolen by Zacha. Just got enough to get it out. 14 seconds left on the kill. Bruins trying to get a penalty killer onto the ice. Up top, Schaefer. Barzal. Palmieri shoots. Korpisalo the save. Korpisalo covers up. 4.5 minutes, but the Bruins retain their 1-goal lead. And now chugging ahead is Zadorov. Cuts in. Tugged. Across, McAvoy on his backhand. Now to Geekie. Goals in each of his last 4. Geekie peels it back. Lindholm. Geekie. Pasternak heading to the front of the net. Geekie, here it comes. He scores! That was a howitzer from the top of the left wing circle. A power play goal. Bruins 4, Islanders 2.
We're concerned about David Pasternak. Pasternak drifts in from the right point. He's just trying to find some space. He's just trying to take people with him, perhaps, and free up Geekie to get into a spot where he can tee one up. Nobody's really in the shooting lane. No one's taking that pass away. They all kind of sag back, maybe thinking Pasternak's going to get over on that elbow side as well.
Zacha. Pasternak shattered his stick. It's free in some skates. Oh, Geekie denied a great stop by Sorokin. Sipakov. Last year had a good rookie season. Sent out in front by Schaefer. Korpisalo the save. Korpisalo, not 1 but 2 stops on Lee. Now Schaefer to Drouin. Zip down low, Palmieri. Drouin out in front, and Korpisalo stops Horvat, and down it goes. Barzal, Schaefer. How about that poise? Horvat across, fired. Korpisalo with the left hand. Here's Barzal walking the line, watched by Eyssimont. Eyssimont with a steal. He'll feather it ahead. Walking in. It's Minton. He scores! Fraser Minton, his 2nd goal here of the season, and it's 5-2 Bruins.
He looks more and more like a very good NHL player, gaining confidence, strength, strong on pucks, but it was Eyssimont that made the play out by the blue line. That's Barzal. He's elusive. He's great with the puck. He can shake one-on-one checks, but Eyssimont, stride for stride, good stick position, makes the steal. And
this game has gone final. A rousing comeback by the Boston Bruins. They spot the Islanders a 2-0 lead and roar back with 5 of their own.